Fail more often. One of the central themes of Stoicism is the idea of the obstacle being the way. This is not an easy thing to do. It's easy to say when talking about philosophy. It's easy to say a lot of cool things when talking about philosophy, all without really knowing what you're talking about. Let's say you watch a pretty interesting lecture or video. The guy is pretty charismatic. The video is well put together. A lot of cool images and sounds. Made like high-quality entertainment, images changing every couple of seconds, a lot of cool mixes of a lot of cool sounds, a very pleasant experience. So you extract a few really cool, really inspiring sounding phrases, and then you go on with your day, and then you find yourself watching another similar video or having another conversation, and then you say those phrases that you heard in the first video. Between the initial viewing and the second you dropped those phrases, either in the comments of another video or within a conversation, you lived your life exactly as you normally do. Yet you say those phrases as if you've discovered them, which you have. You discovered them in a video that was specifically designed to be entertaining or infotaining. This is how most people process non-work related ideas. We hear cool things, then later we say those cool things. But very, very few people actually experience those cool things. Most of the time we pretty much copy and paste cool sounding phrases. So what does that actually mean, that the obstacle is the way? Let's say you are eyeing a cutie across the room. Then you think of something to say. You walk over, spit out your best attempt, and she smiles. But she only smiles politely. You ask her for the number, but she blows you off. It sucks. But after a few minutes, after you walk back to your side of the room, you start to feel pretty good. Good because of the adrenaline. And then later, once the adrenaline wears off, you still kind of feel good for trying. And then maybe a day or two later, you start to think about that event with much more clarity. You are no longer emotionally attached to that event. You think of how maybe you messed up. Maybe you started off too strong. Maybe you approached too late after the flirty eye contact. Maybe she said something that you could have responded to better. So you start to think about next time. This happens with every single obstacle. Every time you try something and it doesn't work out, a couple of days later you'll remember the event but without the emotions, only the data. Every single time you fail, you get more data. This is a natural function of your brain. You don't need to remember to do this. This is how humans have been learning since the dawn of time. The statement, the obstacle is the way, is absolutely useless unless you go out and find obstacles. Try, fail, get data, try again, getting better every single time. This is difficult. This is why most people are content to copy and paste cool sounding ideas without having a clue what they really mean. What about you? To learn more, visit mindpersuasion.com/3x3.